Hey everybody, VA3EWV here. Tonight I'm going to be using my AllStar node tonight to have an AllStar EchoLink, AllStar EchoLink QSO. I usually use my main radio there, but now I have it disconnected and I have my handy talkie to try to log in with the handy talkie. So we're going to go get started right now, see who's out there, and see what happens. So we have one person out there. We're going to see what happens and see if we can get some people in here. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. VA3FZ, I see you're already there with us. I don't know if anybody else had come on, but it's 8 o'clock on the dot. I'll try to get some more people out here. And we'll just see how many people we can get on EchoLink and AllStar node tonight. Over. Whiskey 9, Golf Alpha Echo. How are you tonight? Over. Yeah, my other friend that's there, he's been there for about, it says an hour and 12 minutes, but we were testing some stuff. How are you this evening? Hey, you know, if nobody comes on here, if it's just me and you, we'll get talking about it. Because I'll take. Well, how about this? Because I can tell when everybody logs on to the net. I showed you that, right? I have this thing called Supermon 2 version 2.0. We do have a Victor Alpha 1 Sierra India Whiskey that just joined us too. It says never been established. So let's say hello to Victor Alpha 1 Sierra India Whiskey. Come on in. Yeah. Hey, Gerald.
Is this going to be a every Friday thing? Just wondering so I can put it on my calendar. Go ahead.
Victor Alpha 1, Sierra India Whiskey. I do not know the answer to that yet. I am off on Friday nights, by the way. I used to attend this net called the Covey Hill Net, which I really loved. But I like to show people and bring a lot of people to the hobby. So I was doing that by way of social media. And a lot of people have been going. And a lot of those other clubs, even though this is public stuff, they don't want it on Facebook. I was actually bringing a lot of people over to that net too. And I still went after they said no, but I'm not decided yet. Thursday is the Procom net here. That's usually at 8. And Fridays is this net. So what I'm doing is trying to get a feel of, you know, how many people are going to be around on each one. And I was like, you know what? I can just do my own thing. You know, I got people like you guys out here. First thing I'm going to do is take that off so I can be long-winded. But I got you guys out here, so I'm going to be making a decision. Right now, I just want to work out the bugs and stuff. And see how everybody's sounding right now. I'm talking to you from a handy talkie, and I connected my node to an external antenna outside, and I've even had some people able to talk to me through Simplex, Steven. So yeah, for now, it's not decided. I know that's a long answer there, but when I do it, it's going to be consistent, okay?
My ears out. However, I'm eating now.
Hey, Mike, come on in, man.
I'll chat with you later. Victor Alpha 1, Sierra India Whiskey 73. Back to you.
Victor Alpha 1, Sierra India Whiskey. Have a good supper there. I know you're beat there, and like I said, that might be something I consider too an hour earlier. You know, this is mine. You know, this is something I'm thinking about doing, and it might be good for an hour earlier because before you go, you don't have to come back with a final. You've already had your final as far as I'm concerned. I want to do this because there are a lot of family and friends that have moved to places where they can't have radios, right? And a lot of people, my mom worked in nursing homes for over 30 years. So my plan is to go out there and find people who are ham operators that may not even have any visitors coming and bring the ham stuff back to them. Anyway, thank you, Victor Alpha 1, Sierra India Whiskey. Have a good rest of your day and enjoy your weekend. Victor Alpha 3, Fox Zulu. Victor Alpha 3, Fox Zulu. Rob, come on in.
Thank you, Ernest. I hope you had a good supper. We're still kicking back listening and don't have anything else new to say, but it is fun to use our toys, so we might as well use them till or lose them, right? Back to you, VA3EWV.
Thank you so much. You know, I hadn't even considered using my handy talkie until I talked to you earlier today, because you said you had a handy talkie on a dummy load talking to your AllStar node, right? And I was like, because you know what? I know I could be able to go to, you know, these places, like these community centers and stuff like that, and these guys already have their license, right? And I would love to set up in a place and get these guys all around the table and sit there and listen to people do QSOs. You know, I think that would be fun. Get those folks back on the radio. We actually have a guy here in our area, and that's what made me think of it. I know this thing's going to time out on me, so I might switch radios. Hold on a second. Yeah, so I'm going to be getting rid of that. Hey, Shay. My niece is watching, too. Shay. You guys can also come in on Facebook, too, and say hi and stuff like that. I'll relay your messages and stuff if you see people. But yeah, Rob, now that I know I can do that, it'll be nice because some people still want to have the feel of the radio in their hand, eh? Okay, so we have 3 people in there. Some people on the web. Don't be shy. Come on in. The node numbers are there. My AllStar node is 60092. And my EchoLink, just look for Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor.L. So you guys just stand by there. Go have your suppers and stuff. Stay logged in, though. We don't know what's going to happen, and you might hear something that's interesting. Whiskey 9 Golf Alpha Echo. Are you having supper too there? Over.
No, I pretty much already had mine. It's 10 minutes after 7 here. I try to do that anytime after 4 or 5. Usually I get out of work about 4 o'clock, and we try to be done about 5:30, something like that. So,
Mike, come on in.
Sit back and relax. Also, what kind of handheld are you using right now?
The one and only Bellfang.
Bravo. Okay, I like that. I have a Yaesu's, I'm talking on the FT991A, but I have my handheld, and it's hooked up to my Node 2, so I'm probably going to try that with you here in a few minutes, too. It should work the same.
Hey, and just to let you know, if you want to try out stuff and experiment and things like that, this is not some formal net. This is me just out here trying to get my equipment working. So when I go to the big show, I'll know what I'm doing, right? Already this evening, one of my friends that's local, he can hear my other friend VA3FZ coming from his node on VHF. Okay, so he's on 146.540 VHF. He's logged in his node. I can see that on my Supermon. I'm on UHF. And my friend that's down the road a piece there, we don't know if it's simplex or through this because I got my external antenna hooked up to it. But he's hearing him on UHF there. Yeah, okay. We got another person in that says they never logged in. Let me cycle this and I'll be right back. We're calling in Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Golf Kilo. Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Golf Kilo. If you can come on in and say hi to us, where you're from, how you're contacting us, if it's through EchoLink or AllStar Node, and we'll love to hear from you.
Good evening, Harvest. Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Golf Kilo. Coming in via the EchoLink. Just saw your message, so I thought I'd just pop on for a couple minutes. Back to your rest of the VA3WGK Pro Comment.
Oh yeah. Good to hear you in there. Yeah, VA3WGK. I was like, that looks so familiar. Let me go to my QRZ and throw that in there right quick and see what's happening. Yeah, Ward. Yeah, I knew I recognized your voice in the call sign there. I'm like, okay, that's Ward. So I really appreciate you, Ward, coming out here and help me exercise this little thing and get more familiar with it. I really appreciate it. Back over to you. I do see another person that just popped in there. Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar. Come on in. Hey, thank you for popping in there, Dan, and saying hello, as they say, waving the hand there. And I see you're on EchoLink too, so that's awesome. So I have two AllStar folks there, VA3FZ on VHF, WG9 W9 Golf Alpha Echo on AllStar as well. And then we have three people. One had to go away on EchoLink. We have one more person that just popped in. I cannot tell if they're on EchoLink or AllStar, but Victor Alpha 3, Mike Papa Mike, come on in. Woohoo!
Hey, good evening. Oh, hang on. Good evening there, Chris.
Yes, Mike there, VA3PM in Ottawa there. I'm sending you some info there to join the 3730 group there, Facebook group.
Oh, yeah.
I just finished, we just got off the 3730 net there, HF net.
Okay.
And, our main net controller, KA1BZE. Yeah, she's a white caner there. She's going to pop in there from Dartmouth, Massachusetts there. I just gave her a heads up. She's the net controller 3730. So told you I'd pop in and say hello there.
Nice.
Right now, I'll give you the lowdown there. I'm at the cottage 2 hours north of Ottawa, in the province of Quebec there, and I'm on my repeater phone there, so you're sounding good there. Go ahead, Ernest.
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm very excited there. Everybody's coming out to show some love and support. It makes me very excited. Then we're all getting out here to be here on this other mode, you know. I've told some people, and I'll repeat it over and over, but my big thing, my mom was in the nursing care for over 30 years there. And sometimes people go in with a lot of things, you know, they live a full life and stuff, and sometimes they don't have people come see them. And I was wanting to do something with our local club for community. And I was like, I'm going to go look for all these hams that I see listed in my community that may be sick or shut in or whatever the case, you know, may have to change housing, because sometimes that's a big thing. And they don't have all their equipment, and try to introduce them to these new things that they may never even heard of. Because most people have used like Zoom and stuff like that, and EchoLink can be a desktop. EchoLink can be a desktop client as well as a tablet or a cell phone, and most people have one of those kicking around. Thanks for coming in, and just and if you don't mind, just stay a while. If you have other stuff to do, put us in the background there. You never know who will pop on, and we'll wait for the other people to check in. By the way, is anybody that's not on EchoLink or AllStar, that's local, that's out there that can hear me, pop on in there and say hello right quick.
Yeah, I'll just add for two Ernest that remember I sent you a message there saying if you got a chance when you finish there down
I've definitely put that on the calendar. Thanks for the invite too. And make sure you remind me close up to the thing. Yeah, I commute to Ottawa every day and then drive to Cornwall at night there. We have another local coming in on Simplex, I think, VA3ARF. Come on in.
Hey, good evening, Ernest. I'm wondering if you can hear me. I am transmitting on the Anytone. I just popped in the Simplex frequency, but I don't have any tone on there to activate your node, the 3ARF over.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear, and that's right. I think I'm going to remove that tone there because it'll just make it easier. They just did it to do it when it came from the guy who built it. So I'll definitely get in there and get that all sorted out. It may not even need a reboot for that, but we'll check that after. And yes, you're sounding pretty good. VE3ARF.
Okay, very good. Well, I hear the traffic on here, so I can actually hear the people, but they just can't hear me. But if they're watching the Facebook Live feed, they probably can hear me through that. Anyway, I'll let you pick it up with the other guys. The 3ARF will be clear.
Okay, guys, thank you very much to Rod. You guys can't hear him, but it came to my surprise. This is all new to me. Knew him for only 15 months, by the way, and we're out here just learning and having fun. And my buddy, he says, "What frequency are you on?" And I told him, and next thing you know, I heard him on my little thing. At first, not as well because he has a beam that's horizontal, yeah. And if you're watching on the web, I have my radio because if I put it straight up and down, he can't hear me that well. But if I put it horizontal, he can hear me. So I'll just learn something about that. Let me see if I brought everybody in. Yeah, I got VA3 MPM. I have VA3WGK, W9G Alpha Echo Whiskey of VA3FZ. And have I heard from? No, I have not. We have a Kilo Alpha 1 Bravo Zulu Echo. Come on. Kilo Alpha 1 Bravo Zulu Echo. Come on in.
K1 VCD. Good evening. Name is Bonner. Down in Dartmouth, Massachusetts. And I run the nightly, the 3730 group, and Canada Link Digital Net on Tuesday nights at 8.
Okay, that's pretty exciting. We got you in there. We're myself and a couple of people here are all new to EchoLink and AllStar node. As a matter of fact, it took me about 4 months to get my EchoLink up and running, and I wind up crossing paths with the guy, the architect from EchoLink that created it, and I was like pretty excited about that. I didn't know it. One of the people that was watching my YouTube saw it. He said, if you look at the guy's name, he's from the guy from EchoLink. So I sent him an email right back, and I said, "Hey, do you mind coming out to our local club there and doing a presentation for us?" So he's going to be coming out, well, not in person, but we do have Zoom, and I'll be trying to get that information for everybody. It's going to be on the last Wednesday of the month, of this month, and we do our thing from 7 to 9, and then usually the speakers come in from 8 to 9. I'm glad you came in there and said hello to me there, KA1. Bravo said, "Oh, come on." I'm gonna definitely have to get rid of this bail thing with this with this cutoff time. If you can give me those times one more time slowly when you do your nets and stuff like that, I like to jot that down and get it on the record so I can join you.
Certainly. Every evening, 7:30 p.m. on 80 meters, which is 3.730, 7:30. And on Tuesday night, it's the Canada Link Digital Net, and it's on Canada Link. And VA3MCAM can give you the website. I always forget it, so I depend on him for the website. Can I make a comment there, Ernest? VA3MCAM?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, please come on.
Okay, Mark, maybe you're not seeing that there, but Ernest, he's heavily into the AllStar. So if you give Ernest
Yeah, yes, I'm back, folks. Um, my thumb was killing me with that bell thing there. It's not the bell thing, it's my thumb. I have a weak hand there. So I switched over to my mobile radio, so I hope everybody's picking me up. And I did switch the antenna because with my mobile radio, I have to be on the external antenna there. Yes, I did pick up that node number 52506, and I did get that. I'll also share something that's fun. You'll get a kick out of this. On my Anytone, Anytone D578UV Plus, it has all kind of space to store stuff. So what I did in the code plug, I have an AllStar zone, and all the AllStar nodes that I'm collecting, I'm making a channel with them. Now you can't do anything on it, but it lets me know the number. So if I'm mobile or anything like that to the repeaters that have AllStar, I know what number I'm pressing in. There's nothing going to happen there, but at least I could, I use it as a phone book, right? And then I go into whatever repeater, and then I key in the number. So I have those all in there like that. And I'll be putting yours at the top of the list if you're going to be having those type of things. Let me see if we have anybody else out there. We have VA3JPX that has joined us via EchoLink. Come on in, VA3JPX. Hey, Shay.
Hey, well, good evening, Ernest, and everybody on net. Tonight's second day in a row, so it's nice to hear you on board again there, Ernest, as you said you were going to yesterday. Looks like you got another fantastic group on the net this evening. So I'm just throwing my bean in the pot, and hope you have a great weekend, and hopefully we'll catch you on the weekend somehow, some way, via amateur radio. So I'll pass back to you, Ernest, and have yourself a great evening, and good night to everybody on the net. VA3EWV from VA3JPX 73.
Thank you so much there, VA3JPX. VA3EWV returning. Hey, the fun part about this was I had this originally scheduled for Friday, and I had a boatload of people say to me, well, I'm not yes, I had it scheduled for Friday. Some people said they weren't going to be available, so I changed it to Thursday. We wound up having 15 people there, but the boatload of people that told me they couldn't be there for Friday and be there for Thursday did not show up. But we still had a great time. So this is lovely, and so many different modes. Before you all go, can we just go around? I'll start with VA3JPX. I know you're via EchoLink, but I'm trying to get all the different types of ways people are connecting. One person tonight said he was on a handheld with a dummy load on it, connected through his AllStar node. So VA3JPX, if you don't mind, could you tell you how you're getting us through EchoLink? Over.
Ernest, no worries. No, I'm coming in via my cell phone right now. I'm not in the shack in the evenings, so I'm connected to you via EchoLink on the phone. Normally, when I'm in the shack, I'd be coming through EchoLink or my AllStar node connected to yours. So tonight it's just via the soft phone, the soft phone app for EchoLink. Back to you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm trying to get all the possible ways. So when I'm out there, being an ambassador for ham radio there, if I run across somebody and go, oh man, I have my license, I sure wish I can get on the radio. And then I can go, oh well, with my big suitcase of surprises, well, I have 3,600,000 ways that you can get on the net today for the low price of just get on the net and press the mic. Thank you so much there, VA3JPX. KA1 Bravo Z Echo, how are you coming in with us today? I think you said AllStar, but are there other ways that you come in? Do you ever use EchoLink or anything like that? Over. Get that info.
Yes, I use EchoLink, but right now I'm using my iPhone with
coming
What?
through your AllStar node.
Notice that sound of silence there. Did I hear you say you're going? Okay, so you're on your iPhone on something called repeater phone. Is that right, QSL?
Yes, that is correct. You go to the App Store and download repeater phone and sign up for it, fill in everything, and you're good to go.
Okay, I have a question, and everybody's out here listening, says, because this is not a formal net. This is a learning net, by the way. I want to put that out there. This is a learning net. I have an iPhone. I will go look for that. A lot of people are trying to EchoLink because that's all I knew. And you had to take a picture of or take a copy of your certificate, try to get that mailed in, a picture of it, and submit it. Is that almost the same process for that repeater phone? I'm going to look for that right now.
Come on. No, I think repeater phone, I think it was $10 app, $10 US app, and as long as you have I don't know. I mean, I have an AllStar node, and I don't remember what I needed to get it. I'm assuming I needed my AllStar node, but I don't necessarily know that for sure. I think you do. I think you need to be signed up with an AllStar node, and you just fill in everything, and it comes up with a directory, and you search the directory, and I just searched it with your AllStar node, and it came up, and I pressed the push to talk button. I signed up for it, I don't know, maybe, I want to say, almost a year and a half ago.
Well, thank you so much for see, that's pretty nice. I'm looking at it now, right? Push to talk interface, etc., etc. It says here, folks, AllStar node. If you're looking at the camera there, see it says repeater. Well, it's backwards, of course, because that's how I do it. Anyway, repeater phone. Thank you for letting us know that it is a $9.99 app. Licensed for licensed amateur radio folks only. Provides the ability to connect your mobile device to EchoLink or AllStar links nodes, including repeaters and conferences. Push to talk today. You'll need an account with either EchoLink or AllStar link networks. And then they tell you how to do it. So that's pretty good. Thank you so much for that. Let me see if we have anybody new. The good thing about looking at this, I can just look on here and see the times. Thank you. As we get going down the page, we've already heard from James there. We've heard from K1 Bravo Z Echo, and now let's go to VA3EWV. How are you connected?
Not too bad. Just waiting for my laundry to dry, and I'm going to head off to bed. I was up at 3:30 this morning, so it was a long day. I'm off tomorrow, but I'm back at the Science Center shack on Sunday. So that's about it. The rest, and I hope to catch you on the Procom net on Sunday evening at 2000 hours. Back to you from VA3WGK, Whiskey Golf Kilo.
Thank you, Ward. Ward, are you connected to EchoLink through your phone, or how are you connected? Over.
No, I'm actually connected on my computer. I've had EchoLink for, I'm going to say, 15 years, at least. I have it on all my computers, so wherever I am, I can access it. And I also have it on my laptop that I use strictly for programming radio stuff. But I do have it on that, along with a lot of other software strictly for amateur radio stuff. So I have it too on the computer. Over.
All right, QSL Ward, I really appreciate you coming in there and helping me learn about this hobby and help me test these things. and learn how many ways you can get on the radio. You know, I like to just pause for the calls right quick and let you all know, when I became a ham, I had nothing. I had 11 meter equipment. I was low on funds, right, in between jobs. And the club had a couple things. But the first HF I got, I think it was a Radio Shack one. It kept doing an error F1 or something, which meant the CMOS battery was dead. So that wasn't too good, you know. But at least they had it trying to get me in there. And it was the HF rig. And I could only listen anyway. Later, they had a Yaesu dual bander, which was very nice. And I got to check that out for a couple of days and bring it back in. But little did I know, I could have just went on my phone or on the computer or a tablet or got a note or something like that. So it's always good to hear that stuff. Thank you very much for that, Ward. Let's see here. Whiskey 9 Golf Alpha Echo, how are you connecting with us today?
Coming through AllStar, and right now I'm on my mobile rig, the Yaesu's FT9918.
Sorry for the pause there, Mr. Edwards. I was reaching for the mic and was picking up the wrong mic in front of me there. I don't know if you guys have ever had that happen, if you have quite a bit of stuff on your table, but that was pretty funny. Thank you there, Mr. Edwards, for that. Let's see who else we got up in there, and then we'll do a little Q&A, and then see what we got from there. So we already heard the JPX is on the cell phone, K1A Bravo Z Echo. I'm gonna go look for your name there on my QRZ, and I'll be right back. That's what I was trying to do there. Okay, Marguerite. Do you go by that K1 Bravo Z Echo? How can we say your name? Marguerite.
Yeah, it's just Margaret. M-A-R-G-A-R-E-T, Margaret.
Okay, awesome. And from north, Dartmouth, Massachusetts, my first person I've actually talked to in Massachusetts. That's pretty great. Thank you so much. I think we heard of FZ. I don't have it on the paper. Victor Alpha 3, Fox Zulu. Could you tell everybody how you're connected tonight? And then we'll go to our round robin.
VHF mobile with a dummy load to my AllStar node connected to Ernest. And I'm sure it's not lost on you, but I think the radio that you had mentioned, Ernest, you were looking at getting, I don't know if you've changed your mind yet, but there seems to be a lot of people using that same radio. Back to you, VA3EWV.
Okay, I hope you guys were out there taking notes for all the different ways to get on there. Yeah, VA3FZ, I heard that. And I was like, what? Because, everybody, I've been doing fundraising and stuff like that. My wife makes T-shirts and this and that and da-da-da-da. But, you can't talk about this stuff on radio, but she does. And we've been raising money there for me to get that Yaesu radio Rob's talking about. I went to the radio world today here in Canada, radioworld.ca, and saw to see if the sale was still on. It's down $300 to $1,500. I'm a little bit less than $400 away because my wife said, did you factor in the taxes and the shipping and stuff like that? And I was like, no. She goes, she's like, typical dude. I'm like, I didn't even think about it, So, I might have to go up there and bring some stuff with me and say, hey, look, I'll give you all the rest of this to top it off. But that sale is going to be ending soon, so we'll see what we can do about that. I'm going to open it up now to just the room there. You guys can't see who's all on here, but it's kind of cool. Rob there, VA3FZ, he told me about the Supermon, and you can actually see everybody who's connected to you, so that's pretty cool. So, like I said, I'm going to turn it over. If anybody has any questions or any comments, please come on in.
What radio are you trying to get?
I'm going to get the specs right now from Radio World. It's that FT991. The reason I wanted it is in our club we have 8 repeaters, believe it or not. I think 6 of the repeaters, if I'm not mistaken, now I know because we just got a brand new one, a brand new repeater. They're all fusion repeaters. So if we have 8 repeaters in the area, I'm pretty sure that 6 of them are fusion. We used to have a D-Star repeater, we don't anymore. I personally love the look of the Icon. You know, because I like pretty things, and Icon looks pretty sweet. I keep looking at them both together. They both have the same price point. And the reason I wanted it, if you guys don't, well, you don't know this, but I had to take my test so many times that the guy I was going to his house to take the test from, they were going to put me on their income tax because that's how many times I had to take it. And I finally got a 7.3. How about that? I know what that means now because we say it every day. But that must have been an omen. I hit that 73. I cried like a baby at the desk. The wife came downstairs trying to figure out what was wrong. I was trying to pull myself together. They were installing a new water heater in the bottom of the basement. The plumber came upstairs, wanted to know what's going on. I'm like, I got a 7.3, you know, and I just kept saying it over and over again. So, yeah, it's been quite the journey for this last 15 months. And, yeah, that's the radio I'm looking at, and I'm just saving up for it and stuff like that. I was going to try to look for one used, but good luck on that, because if they do have it, it's only about $100 less than store-bought, and I might as well get the warranty. Back over to you.
Okay, yeah, I thought I had heard the story about it. That is the radio that I'm talking on right now, and it is the first, I guess, base station model type or mobile. The rest of them I have is actually handheld, so I do have a handheld VA3EWV, but I have used the Fusion. We have one Fusion repeater that's here, and it does come in handy. Like I say, I do not have my antenna up yet. I have an appointment with an installer to come do it, and I'm actually, you know, talking digital now from off of the clear mode, but I can still hit the Fusion repeater. And so far it seems to be a great little radio, and I was going to get the 7300 Icon too, but
Hey, Peter,
I
come
wanted
on
this
in.
because they call it a shack in a box.
Peter, come on in. We're on AllStar node. Come join us.
So that's why I did that.
Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, that seems to be the one. And right now, since I only have basic, not basic with honors, my friend there, VE3ARF, that's been trying to get in there with us, I think by the end of this today, he'll either have something, he'll have something. He's been using radio forever and has a lot of recognition and stuff doing it. He said, hey, you can get on 6 meter. We call that the magic band. And he's currently doing FT8 and FT4 because he did everything else, right? A lot of these people have been, you know, using their radios happily for, you know, 10, 20, 30 years or more. And these new digital modes are coming in, and it's just kind of bridging the gap. Like for me, like I said, guys and girls, when I first got here, I did not have any means to get anything, but I had my phone, and I already had that. And when I got EchoLink, there was a free app, so there you go, you know. If you talk to some of the people, there's a guy, Alphonse, I don't know his call sign off the top of my head, but he does a lot of the basic training here for RAC in Canada, and they'll have, you know, 100 plus people go through the course, and so many people won't ever get on the radio because they can't get a radio. So I've met a lot of those people who said, you know, get on EchoLink or whatever and come join the party. Okay, anybody else out there with comments, please come on in. Yeah, Peter, John, Waylon, come on in there. Come get in the party. Okay, if there's nothing else, I'm not going to hold everybody up. I really appreciate everyone coming out. Someone asked me, was this going to be happening every week? I'm trying to find the best data that would make sense, eh? And what time. So, you guys are the ones that have the technology. You're here tonight, but this may have been a one-off. So we'll just go quickly down the list. I can do it at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, and I can do it on Thursday or Friday. You just have to go, we'll start with ladies first, and we'll just go down the list there and see what's going on. And I think you have your own net, so let's just go down the list and see. Okay, we'll just take that.
Yes, this is K1B City. 8 o'clock would be the best time for me. Probably either day.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for that. Whiskey 9 Golf Alpha Echo.
Yeah, so far, both days are good with the exception of the third Friday. It's when my chapter amateur radio group meets. But after that, I can do Thursday or Friday, and I just got to know the Central Standard Time for when you're going to do it.
What I need to do to get me to have more contacts in my QRZ, I need to get a handle on this UTC time. Okay, because it's 0034 UTC time. I think if I start putting it out there, I'll train myself. Well, I'll come back to that later on. Because I wonder, does anybody use that? Because I wasn't getting any contacts in my QRZ because I was putting local time, and this thing is in UTC time. But I did, VA3EWV showed me how to go to my clock on the computer there. And when I click on it now, I have it where it says QRZ clock, and it's 12:45 a.m. So at least I have that all set up now. So I might just start doing it in that. It might throw everybody off, but it'll be fun trying. Okay, thank you very much for that. Let's go down the list there before everybody falls asleep on me. VA3JPX, what time would work for you on those days? 7 or 8 or Monday or Friday? Remember, guys, we're going into the summer, so Friday might be one of those days when the sun gets to shining and everybody has those long weekends. We might have to peel off on the Fridays. They're over.
Hey, Ernest. I'm good either way. Thursday, Friday, 7 or 8. I'm easy when it comes to that. I'm not generally around at this time of the day, weekdays, or even weekends for that matter. I'm occupied, but I got my phone, so I can always check in like I am now. So I'm good either way. Either day, either time. Back to you.
Thank you so much. Now, I know people will come and go and stuff like that, but this is just having fun. So I really appreciate being out there. Like you said, if you happen to see a live stream or something and you have nothing going on, you can just pop in there. That's great. VA3FZ, what days work for you? 7, 8, Thursday or Friday?
Well, Ernest, most of the time, Friday nights, I used to listen to another net at 8 o'clock, so I didn't participate, but I always listened in a lot of the time, so Friday night would probably be better for me. Thursday night is, I go to bed too early, so I wouldn't even think about listening to it, but yeah, that's just where I'm at, and my grandson comes over Friday nights also, so my wife's occupied, and it gives me more radio time. You know how that is. VA3FZ, back to you.
VA3FZ, quickly, how old are the grandkids there?
1, 6, and 8.
Well, for all that's listening, that's totally opposite in my house. If if you're on my Facebook or YouTube, these grandkids beeline in, and the wife might get a hello, right? They come straight in the shack. They come straight to the straight key. The other one starts listening to the marine radio. They want to get on DMR. They want to talk to my friends and stuff like that, right? And it's just radio, radio, radio. And then I just bought a fox for fox hunting. I bought a beacon, and my wife got me a really nice one. I was almost, I was like, can I have the money to put to toward my shack in a box? She goes, well, the grandkids always want to play hide and seek, and you keep saying you don't want to do hide and seek, but now you can put the thing out there and just watch them on the back porch, and they'll go out there trying to look for the fox. So the one I got is so fancy, the tone that goes out on it plays "What Does the Fox Say?" Isn't that cool? Anyway, anyway, thank you so much for that, Rob. I think we got almost all the way down the list. No, we didn't. VA3MPM, come on in.
Okay, right on there, Ernest. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Excuse me. Doesn't matter to me. Thursday, Friday. The way I do it is if I'm around, if I see something on, could be your Facebook feed or something like that. If I see something, a reminder like I did tonight, and I sent out a message quickly to Margaret there. So whenever you're there, if I'm around, if I'm available, then I pop in and say hello. So whatever works for everybody else, I'm easy going there. Go ahead, Paris.
Well, thank you all very much. I did take a lot of notes tonight, learned some stuff. We had Ward here. Ward, he does our ProComNet that I'm a big fan of. And we also had James here, and he does the Trans-Canada Net. I think that's the right one. Trans-Canada Net, or I think that's it. So it's pretty good. Like those guys, you guys are celebrities to me. I'm telling you, I'm just a lowly net control for a local club here, but I'm working one day to get to the big show there, right? So I'll definitely be happy to substitute or fill in. I know that a lot of the clubs out there actually have scripts, right? Because we have a script on ours. I know the ProComNet has a script, and I actually sit there with those scripts, ready and printed out, and that's what got me. I think was able to get me the little thing I'm doing, because one of our guys, he was actually doing the net, and he had a radio malfunction, and I knew where we were, and I just jumped in there, and kept it going, and then I asked, was he back? He came back moments later, and he says, no, go ahead. And it was too late. I've been doing it ever since. Okay, guys, that's it for tonight. I think I have reached everybody. I can't thank you all enough, and I'm very happy and blessed that you guys are out there with me. We'll see you all next week. I hope you guys have a great weekend. If you're doing anything radio and you have my website or whatever, just post me a picture. If you're not doing anything radio, post a picture anyway. All right, I'll leave it to anyone for a final. If it's solid, we'll just end it, and we'll see you guys next week. So I'm going to leave it over to you guys for any finals. My thumb hurts. I need to get me a foot pedal. A foot pedal for a mobile radio. I don't know if they make that or not.
7-3, Ernest. Have a great evening. We'll talk to you again hopefully this weekend. VA3JPX.
Thank you so much. All right, everybody, have a good rest of your evening. Whiskey Night Golf Alpha Echo. If you want to hang back, I'll go over some stuff with you that I learned about the EchoLink there and some settings I had to do, if that's okay with you. Hey, but if not, if you want to get together Sunday so we can do a Zoom or show and tell, that'll be even better, okay? But if you have any other questions, you can ask me now. I still have 9 minutes that I'm allotted from the XYL, and they're all yours. Come on in.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll try to hook up with you Sunday because I think we're needing a little bit more than 9 minutes. Thank you.
Hey, when we do the show and tell, there's an EchoLink help group, okay? Because the AllStar came out working right out the box. The guy who built it for me is called Dan Shack. He says, it'll do both, but I'm not going to be able to help you. He says, do you know any Linux? I'm like, nope. He's like, do you know Win SCP? And I'm like, who is that? Then he asked me all these, do you know Putty? I'm like, silly Putty, but not no other Putty. And I got all that down in about 4 months, or most of it. And then I sent all my settings in because nobody could connect to me. I can connect to other things, but nobody can connect to me. And finally I sent screenshots in and stuff like that. Oh, and VA3JPX, who's here tonight, helped me with all my port forwarding and stuff like that. So I took lots of notes, lots of screenshots. I'll be able to go over that stuff with you. And hopefully we can have a winner chicken dinner. Now, don't do like me. I cry too much, and my wife's like, really? Really? I told you about my crying when I got my 7.3. When I got the AllStar node EchoLink working, and it was working both ways. First, it shocked the heck out of me. And then I couldn't even take it. I was just so overjoyed. I was sitting there boo-hooing on TV. So my wife's like, okay, we're going to have to calm this down. You know, you're not going to have to do lives if you're doing something for the first time. Anyway, I'll see you there Sunday, Whiskey 9 Golf, Alpha Echo, and I'll see everybody later. This is VA3EWV on the air, and have a good day, 7-3. All right. That was a good net. And I'll hope to see you guys all later. Have a good rest of your evening, and we'll see you kicking around this weekend. Bye for now.